Welcome to the BVTV network, coming from the UK studios of BizVision. I'm your host, Malcolm Gallagher. When my wife Kim and I started BizVision in 1999, we'd evolved it from trading as marketing vision. At that time, the word vision was seen amongst vision and values and mission statements. It was seen as corporate speak, sometimes a bit wishy-washy. But we hoped back then we did indeed have vision, as today we believe it is vision that will be the anchor for business success in the unstable seas of now and the future. But how do you make vision a practical business tool? For the answer to that, you need to come with me to meet the author of this book, TheVision Code, how to create and execute a compelling vision for your business. So let's go meet Dr. Oleg Konovalov. Hello, Oleg.
Malcolm, thank you very much for inviting, and great thank you for praising my work.
Oh, brilliant book. Come on, where are you today then, Oleg? Where are you?
Oh, I don't know why I've been penalized to live in Moscow now, but actually I'm living between Birmingham, UK, and Moscow now. And because lockdown makes things even tougher in terms of traveling, but thanks to Wi-Fi, we're all connected.
Yeah, but you're in Moscow at the right time of the year when it's looking warm and everything, and not that chilly time when I've been in the middle of winter. It's very, very cold.
Well, yes, but actually I'm originally from an Arctic part of Russia. It's Murmansk area, which is a bit even colder. So for me, it's like a bit of tropical area.
Yes, yeah. Hey, listen, I hear on the grapevine that you are a finalist in awards, and I believe that those awards may be announced in a few minutes' time. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's actually just been announced by Thinkers 50 that I'm one of the 8 shortlisted finalists for the Leadership Award, which is the toughest category in the most reliable source for identifying thinkers who are putting their ideas into practice. So I'm a bit blessed, honored, shocked. You could imagine receiving such message in the morning, and just like, what? Is it me?
Fantastic. Now, we need to know, I'll have to tell the audience later on the results there, because we could have a scoop here at BVTV talking,
but we will be clear on the 16th of November.
All right.
Yeah, how he couldn't identify who are the best in this sense? It's like, who is the best movie producer?
Yeah.
You know, if you're in that caliber, it's your promise to deliver value.
Yes.
And somebody does it a bit better, somebody, looking at different things from different angles. That's okay, because it's still about creating value.
Well, I'm voting for you because this book is brilliant. I'll explain that to me. Oleg, truly great to have you as a guest on BVTV. Viewers and listeners, vision is so important that in a breakaway from my usual 3-part structure, I'll be talking to Oleg in 4 quarters. In quarter 1, I'll ask him about creating a vision. In quarter 2, how to strengthen it. And in quarter 3, how to execute the vision. And in quarter 4, we'll talk about the impact of your vision. But first, before we get into our quarters, Oleg, tell us, who is Dr. Oleg Konovalov, and what was your own vision in writing this excellent book? What do you want to achieve with it?
I'm a solution finder. I'm not looking to solve problems because we're all kings of the problems. We all have millions of problems around us, but I'm looking for solutions which are beyond that circle of problems. And if I would put this way, what purpose, what vision, what mission statement is, and what goals are, just like to redefine it straight away. My purpose is to explore areas which are critical for moving businesses further, or business thinking. That is my purpose. So I'm an explorer of unknown terrains in terms of leadership thinking. My vision is a multidimensional space in the future where I would invite people to live and act and do whatever they want to do. So value for people, how I could do it. I'm developing practical tools which people could use. So my aim to create a community of 1 million visionaries across the globe, which would make a huge impact on the world in terms of progress or even human evolution. Because think, our thinking, our visions defines a human evolution, not in the way we eat or sleep. No, it's not about this. And mission statement is our promise to a society what we will do for society as a side effect along that journey. So my promise is the more visionaries we'll have, the better life people would live, the better businesses would be. My goals are finite milestones. So to reach that vision, I need to do this and this and this. More or less, you see, we hardly talk in businesses about legacy. But it's very interesting indicator. For instance, we could remember about a vision of Nelson Mandela or Steve Jobs. You could leave a vision as a legacy to the next generation, whether in your personal life or in corporate life. You could leave your vision as a legacy, but you can't leave goals as a legacy.
No.
Because this is purely yours. Do we remember Nelson Mandela goals? No. Do we remember Steve Jobs goals? No. We don't know them. We even, oh yeah, we could dig out through archives and say, yeah, that was his goal at that particular moment. But goals tend to change.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
So in this sense, this is what I do.
Yeah.
But the question, look at the question itself. It's a brilliant question because people tend to listen to the story, what was behind me. Look, life is not a place we live, but a path we take. So it's about what kind of a path I'm taking. So what's in front of me in the future is more important than where I was used to be.
Lovely. It's exciting. Time for quarter one, creating your vision. Oleg, how should we go about this action? I mean, the formulation of a vision. I love the aspects in your book, caviar approach. I think that fits so perfectly into where you are in Moscow at the moment there. So how do we go about creating our vision?
Let's put it from a simple definition. Vision comes when your conscious awareness of a problem you want to solve for the benefit of others reaches its peak. So it's not about your personal goals. It's not about your personal ambitions. It's about what kind of value I would create for people. And that reflects, caviar actually is a delicious acronym for a process, how to create vision. And the first C stands for clarity of creation. I must be very clear what kind of value, what kind of problem I want to solve for people, how I would deliver the value for them. What is it for them? Vision is nothing about me. It's about people. It's about people around me. Think from a simple perspective. We are getting married. We're young, excited, brilliant woman. I want to get married. But if I don't see that woman in my life, or can't imagine her, I'm thinking about me being pleased with having beautiful woman alongside me, it's not a vision.
No.
It's a
no.
social exchange.
Yeah.
I'll bring money, you will do my cooking. No. It's about making my wife or my partners, just like living really happy life. If businesses are looking at the bottom lines, we want to be, and this is one of the most frequent requests on LinkedIn I'm getting from different people. I want to be a millionaire. I want to have a $1 billion company. Come on, stop it. It's a bottom line.
Yeah.
Who cares what's your financial reports were 1 year ago, 2 years ago? No one remembers this. People would remember you by the value you create for them. So it's not about being smart. It's about a journey from being smart to being wise. And you are connecting weak signals saying, hey, that is a problem. One of the, I know a lot of really brilliant visionaries across the globe. And none of them were talking about his personal gain. All of them talking about what they create for people, what kind
Yes.
of value they deliver.
Mm.
And you see, to create that, it's about, you must be, look at so I call it wheel of clarity. I must listen to people.
Mm.
Sadly, the vast majority of CEOs never talk to their customers. What kind of a value they could create for people if they don't listen to them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They like to sit away, locked in their little office, sending out mails, almost like
Yes.
tablets of stone.
Yeah, and you must learn. And it's not only about books. People read a lot of books, yet they can't get the core idea which is transferable to others. So they're not learning, they're just scanning. And it's about learning from people. How many people have I met recently? What I have learned from them? What could I learn about differences? What is new? And it's a lot of things. What I could learn from nature. We're human creatures, just like a bit of silly creatures, and the nature of us are much wiser than we are. What I could learn from nature. So it's about learning. Of course, it's about diminishing ego, because ego kills vision instantly. If you see only yourself, you don't see people, you don't see how to create a value for them. So it's a huge blinder.
Yeah.
Actually, what I'm always saying, no one would be attracted by my vision, and if it's overlapped by my ego, because ego never attracts anyone.
Yeah, yeah.
It's about using your gut feeling. If your guts are strong, we're humans, it's the best gyro we could have, which within us. Listen to it, because when you go into unexplored areas, you're strongly relying on your intuition. It's about being grounded to a reality, not just like wishy-washy things, like many startups, for instance, these days. Oh, we want to create something. How relevant is it?
Yes.
How it is grounded? It's about understanding what's going on, what's its dynamics of changes. Oh, we have read an article in such and such magazine, it's about trends. Come on, trends are just something we could see, but the real changes goes beyond the screen. And we must feel that. We must get those things together. And of course, about broad outlook. And so I don't believe in vision that comes overnight.
No. It evolves, doesn't it?
It's really focused thinking. And here we have a big problem. I don't know where you have noticed this part. I call it a mind lag. You do a lot of work with Australia, with West Coast of the US, and they do the same. Actually, if I'm flying, for instance, from Birmingham to San Diego, or from Moscow to somewhere east, it's a time lag. We need a few days for our biological clock to get to normal.
Yeah.
But when we're creating the future, when we're creating a vision, we have a huge difficulty, mind lag. We're looking mainly or thinking mainly about the past, very little about the present. They're almost none about the future. People are afraid of the future. And the mind lag should be close towards the future, where most of the leaders are trying to close that gap towards the present.
Yeah.
I don't need a leader who leads me into the present. I need a leader who leads me into the future and makes me stronger. So that's quite important factors we need to consider. Clarity of vision. It's nothing about something murky. It's a big idea. How relevant? How executable? And so the clearer your vision, less resources you need, easier to execute, much easier to attract people and make them the co-owners of vision.
Brilliant. Oh, look, before we continue to quarter two, let me just remind viewers and listeners of your website URL, which is, as you can see, viewers on the screen behind me, olegkonovalov.com. Now, I'll spell that out for listeners. So all the W's, Oleg, O-L-E-G, K-O-N-O, Kono, Valov, V-A-L-O-V.com, Oleg Konovalov.com. All right. Now, the book is called TheVision Code, How to Create and Execute a Compelling Vision for Your Business, and it's published by Wiley. Oleg, let's move to quarter to second quarter. Yeah. Strengthening that vision. Now, what do you mean by this and how do we do it?
You see, Malcolm, vision is always, in a good, strong vision, is always greater than you or me or any organization. It's huge.
Yeah.
So there are two aspects of it. The first one, to create and lead a strong vision, you must be strong enough, because if I'm not growing, my vision would collapse, because it grows as I grow. But it's interesting correlation. The more I grow, my vision grows more. And so as my vision grows, it pulls me up as well. So it is interdependency. So it's about ability. But it's not just purely my ability. It's about my ability to make others visionaries. Think, if you, for instance, Google, Sergey Brin, he is not in execution anymore, but his team is still doing very well because it's a team of visionaries. I must make people visionaries. Otherwise, I would be left alone and can do much. Yeah. I'm lost. Yeah. So its ability stands on a very interesting pattern, and I found this pattern and I call it click. It's not about clicking your mind, but it's still somewhere around.
Yeah, yeah.
First one is about courage. Bold thinking defines how you could get or break through those problems into solutions. You see, majority of fears are given to us by others as a nasty gift. You can't do this. You do stupid things. No, you are too adult. Don't do those things. Hey, courage defines how good you will be in identifying something new. Think bravely, think differently. And that is tremendous.
Yes.
And fear is a normal human reflex. Courage is a skill. It's okay. It wouldn't take a long time, to develop that skill. But as soon as you will start thinking how to develop it, and I offer special forms for people like self-assessment or forms which would help readers to develop that courage. And that is great. When you're thinking differently, better results you could achieve. You could do much more things. You will become more focused. In click, L starts for learning.
Yep.
And strangely enough, a lot of people, even claiming, oh, I'm learning every day, they can't even articulate what they have learned. And so if you can't articulate what you have learned, how you could put it into practice? You're still becoming smart, but it's nothing about being actionable wisdom. You can't share it with others. So the value of such learning is next to nothing. In click, I stands for inner excellence. No one is perfect. I got a way around when my wife is not very happy about me, and I'm saying, like, hey, I'm not ideal, I'm not perfect, but I'm cool. But it's not about this. It's about me improving. Why do I need to improve as a human, as a leader? It is about my ability to lead people better. To be a better servant for them. And then in click, the second C stands for courage and credibility. sorry, confidence and credibility. I'm confident not because somebody pat me on the shoulder and said, "Oh, you're cool." No, I'm confident when I know that I do deliver my promises.
Yes.
And when people see that my promises are delivered as said, credibility steps in because they trust me. That's a straight correlation, which is very critical. So think for a moment how many promises you have left undelivered over the last week, for instance. And if you tap on this, you could really create a huge difference for people and for a team in terms of getting it together to gain real followers. And K in click stands for knowledge bank.
Yes.
It's about people contributing. It's not, think it's quite often in the corporate world, people are employing new team member because he might know something about a subject that we really need to explore. But most often, your existing team already is aware of that knowledge. And conflict comes in because they don't expect that guy to give them advices or share their knowledge. And they think, oh, we all know this. But actually, they do. It just a matter how they shared, how they contributed. And because vision is built on knowledge and how we fit that vision with our knowledge, competences, talents. Even just when I say, hey, I got a weak signal and I want to share it with my team. What do you guys think about this? So it's very important. But that is a first part. It's about own development. But the second part of making your vision strong, it's about testing your viability of your vision. Vision is very pragmatic. It's not an illusion. It's not a statement nailed to a wall. No, it's nothing about this. Vision stands on has 6 firm criteria. First one is stimulus. What's in it for people? It actually reflects the core purpose of leadership. Acting for people, acting with people, and acting for their needs. If people see that stimulus show the value for them, they should respond immediately. If they're not responding, that means they don't see the value. The value is not there for them. People are not blind, they're not stupid. Because actually it reflects a very practical thing. You could spend a lot of money on marketing and advertising, but if people don't see the value for themselves, your resources are wasted. But if they see the value, you don't need much resources.
Oleg, everything about strengthening your vision is firmly in this book, especially
it's even a form how to check it.
Yes, the click assessment I think is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So readers, don't forget, this is what you've got to get out to buy. Oleg, let's move on around the clock and into our third quarter, and I think an extremely important quarter: executing the vision. Now, all too often businesses have great visions, great strategies, but I believe the figure is that 90% never execute them. How do we go about execution?
Malcolm, you're very optimistic. 90%, I believe it's.
Yes. Yeah, no.
You're very diplomatic and optimistic. Cool.
Yeah.
There should, a lot of praises, kudos to you. Too much, we're emphasizing consensus too much. Execution is a decision itself. And decision is not about choice. It's about commitment and responsibility, because choice doesn't assume much of commitment or responsibility. You just like, we're all very good at, with McDonald's menu. Simple, no responsibility, cheap, always could be, someone could be blamed. We talk too much about consensus. Consensus is such a devastating thing, because we need consensus when we don't know where to go. But if I'm leading people, vision is a clear direction where to go. If I don't have a clear vision, or I can't articulate it, then in this sense, I I'm looking for consensus.
Mhm.
I'm literally a lost, or I got a faulty compass. I don't know where to go, and no one knows actually, and we're just betting on a simplest thing. When I really know where to go, it's my strong will and focus, and then my team's will and focus as well. We're going there. It's about commitment. I must envision or have a vision for my culture in my company, because culture is a productive interaction wrapped into a shared vision.
Mhm.
And it must be very clear, I can't achieve a huge, strong vision with a dodgy culture. I
Yeah.
must maintain culture. I
Mm.
must maintain focus and will. I must enable decision making by making people free. And we're all free when we know where to go. If we don't know where to go, we're not free.
Yeah. You know, one of the things I've learned on like of all the interviews, 500 have done in the last year or so, is that word you just talked about, culture, because again, it's one of those words that was dismissed to well, that's a wishy-washy thing. But now culture is so, so important, especially to the new generation coming through as employees, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because we're all living artifacts for the
Mm.
next generation, and not about houses or money we would leave behind us. It's about lessons that we are sharing with them, and they're learning, they're tapping on those lessons, and they're building them to build up on them their lives.
Mm.
And if it's not about blaming each other, every generation is very good on insisting next generation to copy their mistakes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's
no.
like leaders cloning themselves for for succession planning, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you see, who knows about today's life more than we are? Young
Mhm.
people, because they're already living in it, they're already reshaping it. And we just more of as observers, because we think, no, we're too old. The new life is not for us. We don't understand those technologies or those applications. Why do they need them? No, they know better how to live that life. So
Mhm.
we should share the lessons with them, and we must listen to them to understand the new life.
Yes, yeah, excellent. So, Oleg, we reached our final quarter, our fourth quarter, the vision review.
Oh,
um, should we say, continuing the impact of your vision. All too often, I think companies change vision and direction, whereas I suggest consistency is needed to achieve the vision. So how do you think visionaries should ensure they stay on track in everyday use of the vision? Are there metrics we can use, for example?
when vision is really strong and compelling, so it's bigger than anything else,
Mhm.
we should clearly understand that this is a huge magnet. If we are rethinking vision every day, you know, that means it's not as strong. We're still questioning it. And so it must be defined. But if it's strong, we achieved a certain level of it. We must build on that success, not to relax on that success.
Yeah.
The core of vision would remain the same, but it must be revised more or less all the time, not every day. For instance, Junior Achievement is a huge charity which helps 11 million people every year to gain the first profession. They're revising their vision every 3 years. I know
Mm.
companies that they're revising their vision every 2 years. That's okay. That's fine. As long as the core is there and they're just reshaping, or so I call it revitalizing it, it's okay.
Mhm.
But it's not about, you see, we are surrounded by walls, mirrors, lies, and therefore we just tend to listen to
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
faulty signals instead of understanding, hey, we're best or great in that particular field, and our vision is still strong and important and relevant for many people, maybe millions of people. And therefore, it's about exploring opportunities around this, open our eyes and see how we could make it even stronger and better. But the core still should be there.
Excellent, excellent. Oleg, I trust, like me, everybody, viewers and listeners, you've enjoyed and found valuable this interview with Dr. Oleg Konovalov, author of this book, TheVision Code. Needless to say, here at BizVision, we're committed to BizVision, we should be, but with this book, you can go much further than we've gone. Spasiba, Oleg, for a great interview.
Thank you very much, Malcolm. Great pleasure talking to you, and thank you for your incredible questions. Thank you very much.